Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today's project, we're going to be replacing this vanity with a new one. Alright, so let's just jump right in there and get started. This is your supply lines that come into the sink itself. We're going to shut off that valve, and we're going to turn off that valve. And once we turn them off, then we'll loosen up that 5/8 nut on top of it. We are also going to take out the drain right in here. We're going to remove that. And the way you do that is you put a bucket underneath the bottom, and we just unscrew these collars here, and we take the entire trap out of the picture altogether and remove it to the side. Then we're going to come up underneath here, and as you can see right there, you see that Phillips head screw? That's what screws the cabinet to the wall itself. Alright, so alright, let me get in here and we're going to get started then. Okay, then we're going to take these valves here, we're going to shut these off as far as we can. So what you're going to do is you're going to take an adjustable wrench, put it on over it like this, so that the valve itself doesn't twist and bend the piece in the wall, the piping in the wall. So we'll put this on here like this, take our 5/8 wrench like that, and then we break it loose. Make sure you have a bucket underneath in case it drips. And then once you loosen it, you can untake it off just like this. We're going to make sure you have a bucket there because it may drip. Looks like it's pretty good. Now we're going to grab another bucket and we're going to remove this one over here as well. We're going to remove this and get this out of our way so we can work a little bit. You just take this, you squeeze it together, and you slide it back like that. And then we just take this off out of our way. We're going to take this out for now because we are going to reuse this later. But for now we're just going to put this to the side. And now we're going to loosen up that nut right up there that we had on the other side, the 5/8. So we're going to get in here with this wrench. And now this one came out a lot easier than the other one did. So we're in better shape here. We didn't have to take that valve off, or the off and on part of the valve. So we're just going to loosen that up. We have a bucket down below again. Alright, so now our supply line is now disconnected. We're going to leave these buckets right here for now, and then we're going to take out these right here. This is the trap, or the drain portion of it. And the way that you take this out, again, you're going to put a bucket underneath the bottom of it so you can catch any kind of fluid in here. This is going to have water in it, so you are going to get some dirty water coming out of here, just so you know. Most of the time you can take these out by hand. You just grab the ring and give it a twist, and it comes right out. Alright, so now that's disconnected. And we're going to remove this one here because to get this piece out of that drain right there, we're going to have this whole thing out. So we're going to loosen this one here as well. Like I said, this is going to leak a little bit, just so you know. Alright, we'll put this off to the side for now. And now we're going to take this out over here, same thing, just give it a twist. And we can take this out of the wall. And then we just pull this right out. Now if you're changing it, you get a new one and put it in, but we're going to probably reuse this one. So we'll just put that off to the side for now. And now the sink is totally disconnected. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up underneath the bottom right up in here, and we're going to take our utility knife like this, and we're going to cut all along here so we can get that countertop off. So the countertop is loosened up. I cut along here so we didn't do any damage to the wall. I scribed it along right here with the utility knife as well. And now the countertop is ready to come off. Next thing we're going to do now is we're going to disconnect the vanity from the wall. We have a screw right here. As you can see, there's a Phillips head right there. And we have a Phillips head screw right here. And then that will have the cabinet itself loose. But as you can see, these supply lines, you see where they came through the cabinet right here? Obviously, it's not going to fit past this valve here. So once we pull this out a little bit, we're going to actually cut this with a saw or a sawzall or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But we're going to actually cut this so we can get everything away without damaging anything. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull it away from the wall so we have a little bit of play, just to take the screws out. And now the vanity. Okay, so now after we have it cut, you're just going to work this through the opening nice and easy so you don't damage anything. And then we'll get ready and get our new vanity and we'll put it back in. Next, we took our stud locator and we came on here with it and we located where the stud runs down through the back here and over on the side, and we drove in some screws to hold the cabinet in the wall so it doesn't move. Right up on top right here, and we screwed them in. Next thing I did is we took some silicone. Now you want to use an adhesive type silicone. In a bathroom I use one that's actually mold resistant, just because it is a little bit moisture involved in this. And what I did is I put a thin bead of silicone up on the top of the new vanity, all the way around all four of the top pieces of it, and laid the vanity in on top of it. And now it's going to dry. The silicone will dry, and that's what will hold the vanity top to the vanity itself. All right, next thing we're going to do now is we're going to come down underneath here and we're going to reinstall our drain that we previously took off. We're going to put this back up here. We're going to take our new washer and put it back on as well. We're just going to push it up. So it's up and out of our way for now. We put our new O-ring on here. We took our old one off and made sure it was the same one. And now we're going to take this and we're not going to tighten anything up yet. We're going to put it all together loosely first. So let's take out this. We're going to put this back in here. Now as you can see, this one is a little bit shorter than the previous one that came out because we raised this vanity. This vanity is actually 4 inches higher than the one that came out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put an extension on here to line up this trap with the new part of the drain. So let me grab that trap and then we're going to continue. And now we can decide how much length we're going to need. Now this pipe here is going to go into here. So we want to make sure we have enough to go into there, and we have enough to go down into the trap itself, but not all the way down where it's going to interfere with it. So let's grab a pencil and we're going to mark it. This is going to go in here, and this is going to go down into here. So we're going to mark it right around, right there. Now to cut this is fairly simple. You just take this, put the hacksaw on here, and you just go very slowly, and you can actually cut right through it. It's only made of PVC or plastic. And we just clean off any of the plastic filings. We take this piece, put it on here like this, take our gasket and put it on like that. And then we'll bring this into here. Okay, just took this off. We're going to put it down here. We're going to take our pipe that we just previously cut. We'll slide this piece up here. We're going to put our new gasket on there as well. Put this on. We're just going to loosely connect this. We're not going to make anything tight yet. And now we can take our trap, put it up here where it belongs, and now you can see it'll fit a lot tighter. It'll be a lot better. So we're just going to snug it in place. Okay. Alright, so now we'll continue with the hoses, and then we'll come right back. I'm going to reconnect our supply lines. And as you can see with the supply lines here, the lines themselves are actually, they screw onto the top of the valve, very simply, right here. The reason I say is you don't want to over tighten that is because if you look inside here, this is another supply line. I bought 2 of them, just in case. It's a rubber seal inside there, so we don't need to gorilla tighten this down. We just need to snug it down to compress that rubber against the top of that valve. Okay, next thing we're going to do now is after we have everything put back together, underneath there we can reattach our doors that we previously took off. Make sure it's not leaking from the supply lines. Make sure it doesn't leak from the trap itself. Make sure all of your connections are bone dry, and that's it. You'll be all set. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.